Let's continue to solve our questions on WASSCE November December 2024. This is question 2. It said if a number 5 is added to both the numerator and denominator of a certain fraction, the result is 2/3. When the number 3 is subtracted from both the numerator and the denominator of the fraction, the result is 2/3. Find the fraction. So when you are solving the question and then looking at this question here, the value of the fraction is not known. So what we are going to do is we are going to represent the fraction by what? By a variable. And we know a fraction has a numerator and what? Denominator. So that is why you are seeing that in the question there is a numerator and what? Denominator. So you will see that let S be the numerator and Y be the denominator. All right. Okay. Therefore, the fraction that we are talking about will be x on what? X on y. So if x is my numerator, this is the x, and then if y is my denominator, then this is my y. So this is the fraction, the numerator by the denominator. All right. And the question says that if the number 5 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, okay, the result is 2/3. So if we add 5 to the numerator and the denominator, we are going to get what? 2/3. Okay. So what we are going to say that if 5 is added to both the numerator, so s plus 5 divided by y plus 5, the results will give me what? 2/3. So this is what we are going to have for the first statement there, that if 5 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, the result is going to be 2/3. So here what we can do is what? To cross and multiply. So 3 will multiply x plus 5, and then 2 multiply y plus 5. So let's expand. 3x plus 15, 2y plus 10. Alright, so we'll bring the variables at one side and then take the constant to the other side of the equation. So we have 3x minus 2y to be equal to 10 minus 15. Okay, so the 2y will come here to be minus 2y, and the 15 will come here to be what? Minus 15. So that we have 3x minus 2y to be equal to negative 5. 10 minus 15. Let's put this one down as our equation 1. So in the second statement, it says that when the number 3 is subtracted from both the numerator and the denominator of the fraction, the result is 2/5. So that will also mean that when I subtract 3 from x over 3 from y, I'll get what? 2/5. Okay, so this one too, we can cross and multiply. So 5 is going to multiply s minus 3. And then 2 also multiply y minus 3. Alright, so 5 times x will give me 5x. 5 times minus 3 will give minus what? 15 to be equal to 2 times y will give me 2y. 2 times minus will give me minus 6. Okay, so we are also getting our second equation. Let me find a space here. Okay, so let's bring the variables at one side and then the constant to also to the other side. So we will have 5x then minus 2y to be equal to negative 6 plus 15. Alright, so 5x is here. So the 2 will come here to be negative y. And then there is minus 6 here already. Then the minus 15 will here to be plus 15. So we are going to have 5x minus 2y to be equal to 1. Minus 6 plus 15 will give us positive 9. So we can call this one as what? As equation 2. So our equation 1 is what? 3s minus 2y equal to negative 5. Equation 2, 5s minus 2y equal to 9. So when you check, you can see that the coefficient of y in equation 1 and equation 2 are the same. That is minus 2 here, minus 2 here. So we can use the elimination method. That will be simple. So since they are all negative, what can we do so that we can eliminate? It means that what we have to subtract. Alright, so we will subtract one of the equation from the other. And because we have negative 2 and negative 2. So negative 2 minus negative 2 become negative 2 plus 2. And then that will be 0. It means that we can eliminate the variable y. Alright, so we have to subtract the two equations. So you can say equation 2 minus equation 1. Okay, so let me do equation 2 minus equation 1. So if that's the case, then we have 5x here. Okay, you are subtracting common terms. So 5x here minus 3x here. Alright. So 5x minus 3x will give us what? 2x. To be equal to, because we have minus 2y minus 2y. Alright, and we know that, as we said, minus 2y minus 2y. This will be plus, minus. So that minus 2y plus y will to be 0. So it means that we have eliminated the variable what? The variable y. So there is no need to write it again because it will be 0. Alright, so 5s minus 3s will give us 2x. So now minus 2y minus 2 will be 0. And then we have 9 also minus 5. So that will be plus. So 9 plus 5 will give us what? That will give us 14. So we are going to have here as what? As 14. I believe you get it. Alright. Then what will be our x? X is going to be 14 on 2. And my x is will give me what? 7. So we have gotten our x as what? As 7. Okay, so what we can do is to substitute the value x into any of the equation, either equation 1 or equation 2, and find the value of y. So let's say put x equal to 7 into equation, let's say 1. If it is equation 1, equation I have 3x, so 3, wherever I see x, I'll put 7 minus 2y equal to negative 5. So 3x, but the value of x is 7. Alright, so I'll put 7 there. So 3 times 7 will give me 21 minus 2y equals minus 5. Okay, so we have minus 2y to be equal to minus 5 minus 21. Alright, and then I have minus 2y to be equal to minus 5 minus 21 give me minus 26. Okay, then my y will be equal to minus 26 over minus 2, and then that will give me what? That will give me 13. Alright, so our x is 7 and our y is what? Our 13. Our y is 13. Alright, so we can say that therefore the fraction, the fraction is x over y. So the fraction will be equal to what? What is the numerator? 7. And the denominator 30. So our fraction is 7 over 13. 7 over 13. I believe this is so simple to understand. And you realize that it will obey the condition of the question. Okay, the first one was saying if you add 5 to both. So if you add 5 to this one, that will give you what? That will give you 12. If you add this 5 to this, that will give you 18. And 12 on 18. Okay, so if you look at 12 on 18, okay, 6 goes into 12, that is 2. And 6 goes into 18 will give us 3. And we have the 2 over 3 there. And if you subtract also the second one, 3 from both. 3 from 7 is going to be 4. 3 from 13 is going to be what? 10. And then 2 goes here what? 2, and 2 goes here 5. So realize that our answer is correct because it's obeying what? The condition of the statement there. Alright. I know I'll see you again at next lesson. Bye bye.